Sunil Mittal, thank you very much for speaking to Bloomberg. We meet here as groups from the IMF to the OECD are revising down their forecast for global growth. How concerned are you that the global economy is slowing, and perhaps how severe is the impact of the European debt crisis on India?
Well, the global crisis does impact every major economy, and India is no exception. Especially the demand in Europe, which is tapering off in the last several months, does cause some worry for Indian businesses. And also, we are trying to attract a lot of FDI from all over the globe. If the business houses in their home countries start to struggle, it's very hard for them to put money outside, and India therefore suffers on that account. But Indian fundamental growth story remains very strong. 1.2 billion people, very young nation, consuming all the time, all services. I think bold leadership demands that they should invest in countries where the demand is still there. And I would strongly feel that European and American companies will continue to look at India more favorably.
And speaking of FDI, what is your reaction to the tax ruling on the Vodafone case? Do you think that's going to boost foreign investor confidence?
I think it's been a delightful outcome of a very long or prolonged case of Vodafone. Policy certainty is what the world wants, and also the Indian business wants. And I think this really settles a very strong policy in favor of foreign transactions, offshore transactions. Now, if the government wants to come out with a new set of rules to see through some of these investments, they should put out a clear rule, and investors should be able to say, oh, okay, I'm coming into India, these are my rules. So I think it's a great victory for having certainty in our policy environment.
Where do you think is the safest place for your money in 2012? Is it U.S. Treasuries, bar of gold, or Picasso? What's the safest investment?
Invest in Africa. Yes.
Tell me, where are you investing in Africa?
We are in 17 countries right in the sub-Sahara, from Sierra Leone up to Kenya on the east, and I think Africa is going to be one of the best investment places in the world next year and for the next 4 or 5 years.
And what do you think is the best investment or business advice you've ever received?
I personally believe that the best business advice always is to be bold and brave, and when chips are down, stand up and be confident.